Welcome to grammar lesson number 4. So, sentence composition. In English, we can group sentences together based on the number of ideas they have and the kinds of ideas. So, as you know, a sentence is a set of words that make sense. So, a sentence is made up of two parts, a subject and a predicate. A subject is who or what the sentence is talking about, also known as the noun. So a subject can be a name, a place, an animal, or a thing. A predicate is the part that says something about the subject, for example, what they're doing. A predicate always has to have a verb. For example, in the sentence, in the afternoon, me and my friends go to the park to play. Me and my friends is the subject. So the sentence is talking about somebody and their friends. Go to the park to play is the predicate. It's talking about what the friends do. And has a verb, go. So there are three main types of sentences. A simple sentence, a compound sentence, and a complex sentence. And we will today learn what these sentences are and how to differentiate between the sentences. What are the differences? So, first, a simple sentence. A simple sentence is a sentence that has just one independent clause. A clause is an idea or a thought. An independent sentence is a sentence that can stand on its own and has a fully finished idea or a thought. So, a simple sentence has one subject and a predicate. Remember, a simple sentence does not contain more than one idea or more than one sentence. For example, my house is small. It's just one idea. My house is small. A compound sentence is made up of two independent clauses or two different full thoughts. It has two short sentences that would make sense without the other. The two sentences are joined by a conjunction and or a comma. Conjunctions are words that connect two sentences or two words. There are 8 common conjunctions: and, or, but, for, nor, because, yet, and so. It's hard to remember these conjunctions. So just remember fanboys: for, and, nor, because, or, yet, so. For example, my house is small and it has a red roof. So these are two ideas. My house is small, it has a red roof. And they're connected by the conjunction and. So, in this exercise, I want you to find the conjunction. Number 1, my favorite colors are green and blue. Number 2, I wanted a cat, but he wanted a dog. Number 3, he was supposed to study, but he was playing games instead. Number 4, she is intelligent and hardworking. Number 5, we can't play soccer because it is raining. Remember, the conjunctions are fanboys. So the answers are, my favorite colors are green and blue. So these are two words, green, blue, connected by the conjunction and. I wanted a cat, but he wanted a dog. I wanted a cat, he wanted a dog. So these are two ideas connected by the conjunction but. He was supposed to study, but he was playing games instead. He was supposed to study, he was playing games instead, are connected by the conjunction but. She is intelligent and hardworking. So these are two words, intelligent, hardworking. They're connected by the conjunction and. We can't play soccer because it is raining. We can't play soccer, it is raining. These are two different thoughts and they're connected by the conjunction because. So a complex sentence. A complex sentence is made up of one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. So you know an independent clause is one fully finished idea or thought that can stand alone. A dependent clause is a sentence that cannot stand alone because it does not make sense. So it needs the independent clause or depends on the independent clause to make sense. So a complex sentence has one complete thought, the independent clause, and one or more unfinished thoughts that need the independent clause to make sense. These two ideas or these two thoughts are connected by a conjunction which comes before the dependent clause. For example, when the cake is brown, remove it from the oven. Remove it from the oven is an independent clause. It's one of finished thought. When the cake is brown is a dependent clause. If someone told you just when the cake is brown, you wouldn't know what to do when the cake is brown. So you need something else to understand. When is the conjunction and it's coming before the dependent clause when the cake is brown. So in this exercise, I want you to decide whether these sentences are a simple sentence, a compound sentence, or a complex sentence. Do you want to go to the park? While Raju was in the playground, he fell and hurt his knee. Do you have a dog or do you have a cat? My mom packed me an apple for lunch. My favorite subject is English because I love reading. Sheetal wanted to go to school, but she was sick. I feed my dog before school. I woke up early and I'm dressed for school. The girl was wearing a red dress. After the show began, he sat very quietly. You can pause the video to think about it for a couple of seconds. Remember, a simple sentence has two independent clauses. A simple sentence has one independent clause or one fully finished thought or idea. A compound sentence has two independent clauses or two different ideas or thoughts. A complex sentence has one independent clause and one dependent clause. So one idea or thought and another which needs the independent clause to understand, to help the sentence make sense. So do you want to go to the park is a simple sentence. It's just one thought. Do you want to go to the park? While Raju was in the playground, he fell and hurt his knee. This is a complex sentence. While Raju was in the playground is a dependent clause. If someone just told you while Raju was in the playground, you don't know what happens when Raju was in the playground. While is the conjunction and it's coming before the dependent clause. He fell and hurt his knee is the independent clause. Do you have a dog or do you have a cat? Do you have a dog? Do you have a cat? These are two different thoughts and they're connected by the conjunction or. So this is a compound sentence. My mom packed me an apple for lunch. It is just one thought or one idea. So it is a simple sentence. My favorite subject is English because I love reading. My favorite subject is English. I love reading. These are two different fully finished thoughts and they're connected by the conjunction because. So this is a compound sentence. Sheetal wanted to go to school, but she was sick. This is another compound sentence. Sheetal wanted to go to school. She was sick. These are two independent clauses or two completely finished different thoughts connected by the conjunction but. I feed my dog before school. It's just one finished thought. I feed my dog before school. So this is a simple sentence. I woke up early and I'm dressed for school. I woke up early. I am dressed for school. These are two fully finished independent thoughts. So connected by the conjunction and. And so this is a compound sentence. The girl was wearing a red dress. Just one thought, the girl was wearing a red dress. So this is a simple sentence. After the show began, he sat very quietly. After the show began. This is a dependent clause. What happens after the show began? You don't know. If. the independent clause is not there. After is the conjunction. He sat very quietly is the dependent clause. So this is a complex sentence. Hopefully, by the end of this presentation, you understood what a simple, a compound, and a complex sentence is and what they look like. Thank you.